So we saw women on the verge, on the verge, on the verge,
verge, on the
cliff,
on the side,
on the edge, at the end, at the rope, at the hanging on the rope, and I'm Patty LaPound.
Oh my god. I loved it. Loved it. I mean, loved it. I loved it like I love Showgirls. I loved it like I love things that are terrible and amazing.
It was a mess.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, it was a mess, and there was a lot of things that were just like, what? But it's a mess in such a way that it's not, like, fixable. Promises was, like, bad, but it could have been fixed, you know? Needed some tweaking, could have been totally revitalized. Women on the Verge is such a hot, crazy mess of nutness that it just, like, is beyond help, and I love it.
You know why I didn't think I loved it as much as you loved it? Because I think I thought it was as bad as you thought it was, and I think it honestly was the crowd.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't get myself excited about it
because the crowd wasn't
nobody
taking
else
it that way.
was.
Like, if you saw that show again with a room of gay men.
Oh my god. They would be like...
They'd be like, girl, yes!
I know.
They would love it, you know? And it would be a totally different experience. A Friday night crowd, you know, it's all bridge and tunnel. It's not the same.
Yeah, I think, honestly, that's what it was. Because I did love it. And I did love how ridiculous... Oh my god, that opening number.
It's crazy. I'm gonna suck on my mama's titty, and then I'm gonna crawl back up her vagina.
Is my mother, and I suckle at the nipple.
What? Because I tuned out, like, because
I was listening
so much happening.
Every word.
And I came right back in when he was like, and I'll crawl back up her leg into her vagina. And I was like, what? Because I was like, look, where's Laura Benanti? Look, there's Penny LaPone. Oh, look, there's Sharon A. Scott. Oh, look, there's a taxi. Oh, look, there's something. Vagina.
Oh, look, there's men in short shorts on roller skates.
Oh, did you watch their whole story, though? It was great. First, they were roller skating. And then they came out and they were just, like, dancing, or, you know, doing some choreography. Then they got into a fight. And they were like, fuck you, I'm out of here, I don't want to be your friend. And then Mary Beth Peil then came out and was like, boys. And she,
what?
At the back, you missed it.
Man.
She brought them together. She was holding both their hands. She was like, boys. She was like, get on makeup. And then she left and they, like, looked at each other and they were like, and I thought they were going to make out. But then they just started dancing. I will definitely see this show again. I mean, if it doesn't close tomorrow. But I actually haven't looked at their scores. Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa. It's selling in like 85-90%. Well done for Women on the Verge.
Well, it's a small theater.
It's a small theater, and I'm not surprised because it did. I mean, it looked full.
Yeah.
Well done, Women on the Verge.
Not in a ridiculous, amazing way, but actually completely amazing was Laura Benanti.
Laura Benanti is going to win a Tony Award.
She will at least be nominated.
She'll be nominated.
She should be nominated. I mean, unless...
you have to look at the category.
Barring other shows that open.
Dancicles. Listen, Laura Benanti needs a Tony nomination. Oh my gosh. Because she was phenomenal.
She was amazing.
She was just like petering,
just
like
bouncing around the stage.
Hilarious.
And like her crowd, she was like...
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh. Can we also talk about how beautiful Mary Beth Peil is?
She's got a little bit of the Meryl Streep. I mean, she's got a lot of the Meryl Streep.
I mean...
She's gorgeous.
I was
gorgeous.
Struck by her beauty.
She was beautiful.
Just beautiful.
Gorgeous. Brian Stokes Mitchell.
Oh my god. Oh my god. His voice is a dream.
His voice is so incredible that it absolutely cannot be captured for a recording.
It's
like his voice on recording is a fraction of what it is in real life. We were in the second row on the aisle.
And apparently that spot is who Brian Stokes Mitchell sings to.
I was so mesmerized by him looking at me that I don't know what that song was about.
It was about...
I was just like...
he was talking about the 3 women in his life.
Right. And then he was looking at me like I was the next one.
Uh-huh. And then at the very end, he looked at me like I was
Oh,
you.
that was like a brilliant acting choice. It was
my
so
God,
brilliant.
I know.
Because he was like singing to me for like a solid minute. It was,
I know.
Really
I kind of
intense.
hated you.
I know you did.
I was pretending that he was looking at me, but I knew he was looking at you.
But you're the next girl.
She doesn't appreciate it the way
I did appreciate
I know
it,
you
but
did.
not like you would. It's true. Anyway, so he was looking at me for like for like so long, and then right at the end of the song, he was like walking away, and he like did a little wave, and then he looked over at you and like winked.
Well, because he was like blah 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 singing to you, and he was like, and then the next one or something like that. And then I lost my shit.
Then you start. I was like, and then I looked over at you, and you were like. You were crying. You burst into tears.
There wasn't tear. I was tearing up. I wasn't like sobbing or anything, but I was like...
But I was... it was such an interesting thing because when you sit that close, very often, there are moments in Gypsy where you know that Patti LuPone is like glancing into the audience or whatever, and you're like, what expression do I want to have on my face when she looks at me, And so I was smiling because I was like, oh, Brian Stokes Mitchell, I'm loving this. And then he like looked at me and I was like, sorry. And then I was like, I can't stop
it's such a long
smiling.
time.
And I was enjoying it. But I think the whole time I was like this. I was just like...
I was like this.
I hope I had a good face on. I was like, this is amazing. Brian Stokes Mitchell. Such a voice.
And then I had like no idea what was going on in the next 2 minutes. Because I was just like... Oh, Brian Stokes Mitchell.
Yeah.
That's my playbill.
Woo! Woo!
Oh my god.
Brian.
Oh my god.
He's great.
He's amazing.